Hello, Aquarius, my aqua babies. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Aquarius, I'm going to do a general reading for you. I'm going to use my Energy Oracle deck, and I haven't used it in a while. And I felt compelled to pick it up for you, is my Light Seers Tarot. And if I need to clarify anything, the teeny tiny Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So, Aquarius, I'm finding it's a very odd energy today, and it woke me up like really early in the morning, and it came through in like my dreams. So I'm just like putting it out there. I don't know if there's been like a big shift or if other people are feeling it, but I don't even remember what the dream was, and all of a sudden I could hear this really loud ringing sound in my own dream. And I kind of persisted through my dreams for a bit with it, and eventually became really annoying. And I kind of woke up and I could still hear it. I went back to sleep. It was in whatever dream I had next. And then I woke up again, and I think by then it was about 3:45 in the morning. And I realized that it was like I don't know if it's like a tinnitus, and it's specifically in the right side. And it is so loud. And at first I was laying there and I thought, oh shit, I'm not gonna have like a vertigo or something, like, you know, be really dizzy. But it hasn't affected me like that at all. And it kind of comes and goes, and sometimes when it comes, it's really loud, like it's almost distracting. And then I was sitting in here and I'm getting ready to do your reading, and my ceiling fan was on, and I thought, you know what, it's a little cooler this morning, I don't really need it on. So I turned it off, and by the time I turned it off and I got the camera set up and I sat down and I looked at the fan. And you ever watched a ceiling fan when it's starting to, when the powers come off and it's slowing down and it's about to stop, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop, and it almost seemed like time was starting to slow down somehow. It was really weird. The whole experience, like, just combined with the super intense tinnitus in my ear that actually woke me up in the middle of the night, and just the fan, it almost seems like symbolic somehow. Like, time feels really weird and different to me. So I don't know if it does to you guys. If that's like a collective feeling. I don't think it's just an Aquarian, because I've been kind of feeling it since I woke up. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe I've had like a really big reality shift. I'm not sure what it is. So let's see if I can still read tarot. So, like I said, it's general. It may or may not resonate. If it does, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. All right, Aquarius. Oh, I'm going to look at your current and your future energy. See, the tinnitus is really high in my ear right now. It can be a little distracting. So I'm going to look at your current and future energies for Aquarius. Current and future energies for Aquarius. The ringing. Ringing in my ear. Currently, contract. So you're like doing some stuff. You're doing maybe some legal stuff. You could be looking into things that you've already signed contracts for. I think I need to pull out a lot more cards to get an idea about that. It also is like, it's got the feeling of justice, like the scales of justice. It is number 6, so it doesn't, like, justice is usually either number 8 or 11 in the tarot. But this is number 6, so there's about an equal balance here. The scales are currently coming into balance for you. Some equality on some level, or you're taking some initiative to make that happen, or it's about to happen, whether you like it or not. I don't know. Because justice is not necessarily something that you may or may not have control over. Like, you may have control over initiating something here or receiving some sort of documentation about a contract, but the equal give and take of the universe is going to decide that for you. So in the future, wow, you have Goddess of the Moon. You're going to be tapping into your intuition in a really big way in the future, and perhaps even getting, like, I want to say almost like some sort of a download maybe. It's very watery, so it is very intuitive. There's this waterfall coming down behind her. You could be pulling in some bigger, more significant guidance for yourself in the future as well. The bottom, you have Angel of Balance, and that's it. Everything is reversed. So I like that, because that's kind of what we're talking about right here. But what's really different about these two is that this feels really like earthbound. It's like it literally says contract at the top. So it has a real sense of earthly bound energy, where this is not in the future. So let's see what the Light Seers Tarot has. Go. I'm hearing 4 cards for current and future energy. I was doing 3 up until right now, so that's interesting. It takes 4 cards to tell Aquarius' story. Currently and future. Excuse me. Isn't that funny? And your deck split into 4. 4 is a significant number, huh? And then you pull out the 4 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have the 4 wands in there too. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Download energy big time in the future. 3, 4. 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom. I'm hearing like everything will be okay. I'm hearing everything will be okay with the 9 of Pentacles. Like your foundation won't be broken. Your momentum may suffer a slight hiccup, but nothing will be broken here. So I'll show you the cards that you have. You have the 4 of Cups for present energy that's going with the contract. The 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Well, without clarifying anything, actually, with the cards that I see here, I see that you are currently entering some sort of a contract that has a lot of permanency to it. With the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. This could be something that you missed out in the past. This is something that's kind of, when you least expect it, it's kind of coming in. It should be, you should be in it now. You're in, okay, so when I get an energy like this, where you are in that timeline, like you are in this cycle. So if you just entered it, or like me, like I almost feel like I've just entered a whole new, like I like to look at reality as having a whole bunch of strings, and you can jump these, and they all represent the possibilities of any aspect of your life, all the possibilities of existence. And so maybe you're just jumping into something, or you're full on in it. You're about to go into a pretty serious contract here. This comes from, with these 2 cards, it feels so much to me like this is something that comes from the cosmos. It's something that's kind of meant to happen, what you're meant to experience. There's a lot of happiness that exists in this. There's a lot of happiness and celebration. I just gotta say, like the Hierophant and the 4 of Wands, it just feels an awful lot like a marriage. If it's not a marriage, it could be related with the contract card. If it's not that, it's gotta be either a contract that you've entered, perhaps through work, with the King of Pentacles, that this is great. It feels really, really good. It feels like something you're meant to do, and that you flow really naturally into it. But it's weird how you get into it. It's the 4 of Cups. It's almost like being focused on something else that you're disappointed in. And then this starts to kind of develop on the sidelines of your life. And then with this kind of energy, it becomes more than the sidelines of your life. In the future, with the goddess of the moon, you have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands. You see like it's more like that download energy again, like something inspirational, some sort of solutions to ideas coming in. You have the King of Cups. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. That's like the little hiccup. Or choking on your spit, like I did. That I feel in the future. This all feels, okay, you know what this feels like? Again, I said this feels like really kind of grounded, three-dimensional life. This, not so much. And it continues to pick up with that, except for the hiccup. The Three of Cups, it's like looking out into space. Looking out into space. Looking out into the cosmos. Both of these cards are very, very intuitive. And then here with the King of Cups, this is really meditative. This is like connecting on the ethereal. Connecting perhaps through the dream space. All of this energy, except the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like living a magical life in your dreams, but in reality, your life sucks in the 3D. That's just what that feels like. Like, what is this Five of Pentacles? Because the ethereal has a lot of connection. The psychic realm has a lot of connection for you in the future. But physically, it's like a disconnect. I think to understand this Five of Pentacles, I feel like I need to understand this more. Because this is what has this grounded energy. But this all seems really positive, so I'm confused. They may not even, they may be different parts of your life. Let's look at contract first. What you need to know about this contract, because this is the energy, this is the cycle that you're in right now. Contract. Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This is a work contract. It seems like, or it could be work that you want done on your house too. I mean, that's totally feasible. It's some kind of work that has to do with a pretty important structure around your life, which could be your home or your work. It feels an awful lot more like work though. But I don't want to say that it doesn't have something to do with perhaps doing some sort of renovations or work on your actual home. But so again, it feels like you've entered something that's a good contract for you in terms of work. This is something to celebrate, but yet it's like you're not really, with the Four of Cups, you're missing it. You're not seeing it. Maybe you've started working somewhere and it doesn't feel like, I don't know that I'll get, that this is emotionally fulfilling for me right now, that I feel, I don't know, needed, or there's not much to do. Maybe there's a sense of boredom. Aquarium being an air energy too. I want to say being a sign that would thrive on needing to use your intellect and think about really dynamic ideas and how to apply them and even problem solve. I mean, she almost looks kind of bored. So maybe you've started something and you're feeling a little bit bored. Maybe it's not very challenging. Maybe you haven't been given very many responsibilities with this yet. But someone's about to hand you something over here. And what is that? This Four of Cups. Is that what I think it is? Oh, no, it's not at all what I thought it was. I thought it was something else. It's the Ten of Cups. Like, this is literally, you're showing up somewhere that you've agreed to work there, or yeah, like it just kind of feels like that. Or maybe you've agreed to renovate your house or do some kind of work around your house. Either way, at the start of it, it just kind of feels like, no, maybe these aren't the best renovations to do. Or I don't know if these contractors know what they're doing. Or maybe I didn't, develop this idea big enough. Maybe I'm going too small here. Or showing up and thinking, I thought the responsibilities here would be a little more challenging. Or I thought this would be a little more fulfilling. It's just kind of showing up and it's not coming in the way you thought it is, but it's going to grow into something enormous. The Hierophant. Jeez, look at this. The 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. I'm telling you, like, it's going to be completely transformed. Whatever this is that you've got yourself locked into, you might even be kind of sitting thinking, meh. It's like meh energy. But it's certainly not going to stay as a meh energy. I wonder why it's been delivered to you like this. It's almost like, because I almost look at her and I almost think, she almost looks like she could just wander off and do something else right now. It's not really that challenging, or it's not that interesting, but there's a cup, or a singing bowl, a resonance, a change in frequency. Oh, my ear's still buzzing. I thought maybe I was hoping this whole reading was just for you or my ear, but it's still going. A change in frequency in this. It starts off, you're in something right now. This kind of starting off kind of meh. It's okay. I don't know. But it's about to get big. It's about to get really big and exciting. I don't know how long that takes, but if it's a renovation, you know, I do want to say, I think you spend more time really going, whoa, wait a second, and watching this develop than you do sitting in this meh energy. Because there's only one card that's meh. So the 4 of Wands, this is like, all right, let's celebrate. This is great. That's a lot of cards. What do you want to talk about here? Oh my God. Wow. Oof. Okay, the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and then the World card. Holy jeez. I want to say this is kind of like finally putting something to rest here that's very difficult. Very difficult. I mean, there's major conflict here. There's a feeling like you're kind of trapped in it, or you can't get out of it, or you don't know how to proceed. That cycle's going to end. Now, we have the Queen of Cups. That's the basis of all of this. You could be like involved somehow with someone, and you both have a real deep feeling about what you're engaged in. Like it could be you with a new work colleague, or it could be you with your partner or your family if you're doing a renovation, or however this is showing up. And like, it's almost like disagreeing to the point where like, that's fine, I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day, I can't deal with this. And then just being like a lot of thinking, like, you know, I can't even go towards them and talk to them, or maybe they just said that to you, like, I can't even talk to you about this, it's just better not discussing this. And then you're left with, you know, trying to figure out, how do I figure this out? And you really, like, you can't see any way to do it. It's like, if you approach the person, it's like, it doesn't seem approachable. So this ends. Wow, look at the way that landed. It landed on the Ace of Wands. This is where, so maybe you start communicating on a different level here. I think so. That's difficult. But the 4 of Wands is the card that comes in after a difficult period. That's why celebration is there. The King of Pentacles. It's kind of like the person who has the money is difficult. I don't know. The King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, like, this is tricky. Yes, this is something really, really good that kind of starts off feeling like, but it does become really, really good. But there is some kind of a, I want to say like a little power struggle or dynamic here, because the King of Pentacles with the energy that's coming in, the 10 of Pentacles contract, the 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, it feels a lot like it could be a boss. Like it feels an awful lot like it could be a boss, or it could be a parent or a spouse. And this person holds the purse strings, because he's got the pentacle right here in his lap. He's laughing. All in my hands. I have full control. And then look at that. And then it's kind of like with the Queen of Swords, I get that again. Like, I think you have to cut something out emotionally here for it to function well. Maybe that's what this is that you're in. You have to cut something out emotionally. It's almost like you can't focus on the emotional aspect of it. You have to take it in on a practical level because it's practical energy. That's what it is. It's practical energy. But unbeknownst to you, like, so maybe you're actually being guided to do this Four of Cups. Like, just, you know, like, it's not necessarily about the emotional fulfillment that you would get in something right now, but it's the practical aspect that it serves for you and for others in this scenario. But it's going to turn into the Ten of Cups. So that's what I mean. It's like baking a cake. Like, you have to focus on putting all the ingredients in the bowl at the right time. But before you do that, you should turn the oven on. But you don't put everything in the oven. You don't just take all those ingredients and shove them in the oven. You can't do that. You got to turn the oven on. So that by the time you've worked on all this stuff in the bowl, now you've got something that you can bake in the heated up oven. So it's a little bit like that. Like, you're focusing on creating the ingredients. And at some point you will make a cake. Because I guess cake is sort of celebration too. So that's what you're in. I feel it's a little bit like, maybe don't focus on, I hate to tell anyone to be kind of emotionally withdrawn in a situation. I mean, it might serve a purpose here, is probably the best way that I would deliver that. It might serve a purpose here, and a practical approach is needed more than anything. So maybe that's the balance. Maybe that's what this is talking to us about. Because it's interesting too. You know what's underneath here in the reverse is the heart chakra. So it's not utilizing that. Now, okay, let's look at this in the future. You know, now that we look at this, I can almost look at this and say that the future is almost a different energy than what we have over here. Because this is like intuition, this is emotion, this is feeling, this is inspiration, this is psychic connections. And it's all like good. You're almost being encouraged to expand it, grow it, do it, utilize it. But then the Five of Pentacles. So then the physical aspect is not so good. Ah, this is so odd. Okay. Goddess of the Moon. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. The universe will give you the answers that you need when you need them going forward in your practical approach. You will get the answers that you need when you need those answers and not a single second sooner. That's sort of how that feels. If you start to come across a roadblock, you're not sure how you should navigate something, the universe will pave the path for you. The universe will give you an idea. They'll either be, let's say you decide, yeah, this isn't for me. I think I need to look for another job. There was a really good one. You know, it was kind of my second choice. I'm going to look at it and it's gone. So that job's, like, that's what I mean. Like, the universe will say, no, stay there. You're not sure how to come up with a solution for something. You're going to just come across an advertisement. Somebody does, like, it's just like that. When you need it, it will be presented to you. So the Three of Cups. Did you see that? I don't know which card that was. Oh, these cards, they're acting funny. I tell you, something's going on. And this hermit, now he just made me bend him again in the other direction. He got bent in another reading. Okay, oh no, this card did flip. That is so weird. Because it looked like it flipped face down again. It's a star. Isn't that significant? Well, it's your card. But look at that. They're looking up at stars. And we pulled out the star. Oh, everything is coming through to you in the cosmos in the future. this is a real strong cosmic energy. So maybe too, part of the reason why you're not necessarily meant to utilize so much of your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, or anything like that, any sort of watery elements, is because you're so kind of put those on reserve. Like allow those to kind of strengthen up for over here. I feel like I need to pull out another type of oracle deck, because this feels very cosmic, almost like downloads or something a lot more spiritual than, you know, what the Rider-Waite Tarot deck is going to tell us. Let's see what we get, and then I'm going to expand on it. The Ace of Wands. Ooh. The Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. That's difficult. It's like you're trying to come up with solutions to a difficult question or choice or problem. And you can't really come up with that here, at least on the level of emotions. You can't get that answer here, presently. And then in the future, something's being hidden from you. Something is being hidden from you. Like you're sort of being told here that there's something for you to know. But again, it's like, it doesn't feel like it's to know what you want to know when you want to know it. It's going to be to know what you need to know when the universe is going to let you know. Because you're still sitting in with this Ace of Wands, unless it's clarifying and making it clear. And I don't want to, you know, give you false hope, because these cards are difficult. With the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands, this is like a lot of different choices, a lot of confusing options and possibilities, and none of it seems viable. Like it all seems like it's just leads to a disappointment. And with the Lovers, this could have something to do with like trying to find things that are destined for you, trying to find things that are related to your soul contracts with yourself and others. And the Nine of Wands is showing up like kind of in defeat. Like you're not finding the answers to something. The King of Cups here. Now that's interesting, because he's got his finger on that singing bowl. Both things singing bowls. Right? Both those singing bowls. Am I covering them? Can you see them? So this Four of Cups is sitting like missing something, but I feel like it's being hidden from you in a really big way. But it becomes a Ten of Cups at some point. And the King of Cups is connected to the singing bowl as well. The King of Cups oh yeah, look, it looks like him after he shaved and cut his hair. This is funny. So you have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles again, and the Ace of Swords. So it's something to do with work. It's something to do with over here. Even as a reader, I feel like I'm being blocked. I feel like I'm being blocked. Or not more so than not, but it's coming through. And it really is coming through. Like y'all are having to make certain decisions without guidance. I can give you so much information. There's some sort of truth coming through. But I don't feel like it comes through in any sort of a practical way for you in the future. It feels intuitive, but I'm going to tell you, if this energy is trying to send you an intuitive message in the future, it feels like to me that you can't receive it for some reason. like the antenna is broken, or there's something on the satellite dish and it's not drawing it in. The signal is being sent, but you can't receive it. And I don't know if it's like the universe is actually blocking you in the future and saying, no, you're only going to get certain bits of information when the universe wants you to get certain bits of information. Why? Why is that? Why is the universe blocking information from Aquarius? It's like there's got to be a proper judgment, a proper rebirth, a proper new beginning here. It's being completely controlled and led by destiny in the universe. So the Five of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Like, well, now we have this counterpart energy with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. There's going to be a change here, and it's a pretty big change, going from the Five of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. When you were in the Two of Wands energy, when you are on some level kind of more grounded perhaps than what this all is, certain things have played out the way the universe apparently wants them to play out, you're kind of looking out and wondering about your possibilities. Like, what could I create for myself? Like, you're in the first steps of manifestation. No, it feels like you're in the first steps of manifestation. This feels like an entire manifestation practice. It's already happening, that you're already engaged in. But there's really tight constraints in here with the universe with you on this. So you're going to feel like you might be stepping into a new frame of mind to manifest something here. You're going to manifest exactly what I think you were trying to create at the beginning, but were held back from doing. And honestly, like, information is hidden from you in such a big way. The Empress is at the bottom. That's pretty nice energy. I gotta pull out. I just feel like, the universe wants to talk to you. And this is the time. So let's go to the Starseed. Let's go to the Starseed deck. And I might even do the Return of Spirit deck. Yeah, it feels like I've said this more than once now, that there's like something that you will not be shown until it's the right time. And someone else, Scorpio, had that. I was thinking it was a sign that typically like can really see into things that most people can't. And even Scorpio came up with a block like this. So, okay, what Ace of Wands, what can you tell Aquarius? What will they learn? They will receive some kind of download. I really feel that. What will Aquarius learn in the future in this download? I'm going to ask two questions. So I am. So the first card is going to be what you will learn. And the second one is what you won't learn. So I don't know how that's going to come through in a card. What you won't learn, or what you won't be told when you want it. So the first one is what you will learn. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Okay. Ooh. I think you're going to be able to see things. Oh, that's different. Okay, so you are going to receive something, and maybe this is why certain things are blocked from you. This almost feels like an ability to perceive, like auras. I'm hearing an ability to perceive people's auras and identify them as gifted. Like this is a gift that you are going to have that's going to be opening up and seeing auras. Now that'd be cool. That's not something I can see. I always thought that would be kind of neat. So you're going to see auras. You are going to receive some sort of really cool gift here. So, okay, this gives us a bit of an idea why certain things are going to be blocked from you. You may need time to develop this gift, to open it up really well, to strengthen it. Maybe some of you already have the capacity to do this. It's going to be magnified. It's going to get even stronger, even more accurate and specific in what you can see. You yourself will see those that have rare gifts, and maybe right, like even within children. Okay, what will you not see or be shown? I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Oh my God. Could you hear me? Sorry, that was perfect. What you won't be shown. I remember. Soul plan, you will not be shown your soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. You will believe there's a block. Boy, oh boy, I didn't know how that would work, but it's perfect. It's a little bit like this. Okay, whatever this is for you, it's pretty big. And maybe you're already kind of there now. Like, I don't know. I talked about a new job. Like maybe you are doing some sort of spiritual work here. Maybe you're doing something like Reiki healing or something with crystals, or I don't know, like working with kids. Or I don't know what it is. But something's about to be opened up for you at the right time. And it's pretty important because it does have some, I mean, we can say it does have something to do with your soul's plan. But it's kind of like so big, you can't see everything until you need to know what it is. You're on a need to know basis here with the universe. And it reminds me of, I was thinking about something the other day where I'm the kind of person where I can't look at how far I have to go with something because it makes me feel defeated. It just looks like this too much work. So actually, I think I utilized this type of thinking. I think when I was around 18, I was working on a dairy farm. And I was doing a field. It was a hay field. Oh, what do we call it again? I can't remember. It's been so long. When you were stacking the hay, and they were square bales, and it was hard work. But I was in pretty good shape by then. Working on a dairy farm for a summer will put you in good shape. The field was so big, and it was the hottest, humidest day of the year. And every time I made a round, the farmer's wife was there with like water, water, water. I didn't want anything else, no pop, just water, because I was just sweating buckets. She always had the water. I had the water, and he's sitting in the tractor with the air conditioning, and I'm out there sweat. And I remember that was the point where I looked at how big the field was, and I thought to myself, I can't persevere if I look at what I have to do. Like if I look at how much I've got to do here. All I can do is focus on my task at hand and propel myself forward by seeing how much I've done. Like that's how I've kind of managed to change my thinking in life. And I utilize that in so many different ways when it was like a long drawn out task, or it was going to take hours to complete something, or it was, don't look at that. That's what this energy is. But it's almost like the universe coming in and not wanting you to see, because it might feel very overwhelming. It might seem impossible to get from point A to point B. Because, actually, no, it's not even point A to point B. You're going to be shown like, okay, you accomplish point A, you'll see point B. You accomplish point B, then you can see point C. You will not see point Z or Z, my American friends. You will not see that final letter. You're just going to, and I feel like too, like these are going to be like continual judgments, continual new, boop, okay, now, boop, okay, now, boop, now you've got to download, now you know, now you can do this, now this opportunity comes forward because you're ready for it. That's what that is. That is so intriguing. What is at the bottom? We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Well, you might want to look that up. This is the only card that's got like an archetype energy here. I say archetype, I don't know. There's no proof that these entities truly actually exist, but maybe they do. I mean, I'm open-minded, yes or no, whatever. But the Hathors, look that up. There's milk. Birth is a portal. And this is a portal. Oh, there's a whole bunch of star children, like golden children being born now or coming through. And some of these children may have already been born, but they're reaching a certain age where certain gifts are opening up for them, certain abilities. So they're kind of being birthed through portals. Like you are, a sense I'm getting, you have a responsibility in that. Like a next generation coming in to help them here. So I'm going to push all this down. I'm going to look at, obviously, advice for you in the extended. I'm going to get ready to do that. And possible outcomes. I probably use some different oracle decks to do that. I am hearing the return of, what is that called? Return of Love Oracle deck. Where is it even? I haven't touched it in so long. I think that's what it's called. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. I got to find it here. Where it is. Anyway, sorry. I'm just rambling now. Aquarius. So I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.